this is the final record of Evie's little book, or home book, or I keep forgetting what she calls it. home book. It's a home book, I think. They call them home books, isn't it? And in America, I found out they call them the Book of Shadows. They call them the Book of Shadows, and we call them the home book. Is it? Anyway. I think I've done a little bit more than I needed to do, but it's only for a 6-year-old, so I don't think she'll mind. And I put a few embellishments on there. I don't think there's anything on scratch or anything like that, but I put a little jewel in the filigree lace around the outside of the book, and a little ribbon there. I did a little ribbon with a little bow. And the flowers I made myself. They're handmade flowers then. Yeah. And that one. Yeah, they're all handmade then. They don't take long, but they take up time. And those are a couple that I put on, and I rather liked them, and I made a couple of smaller ones. And then I put a little butterfly and a few pearls in the corner and that. And yeah, so that's the book. And I knew if I touched them and fall all over. I'm like that. I don't know what to do with them. That's why they're in a bowl. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with them. But they're a blinking nuisance. I keep moving them around. Yeah, so I tied the book in a little ribbon, and then behind the camera it's quite difficult to get to it from behind. And that's for tying it up. And then on the inside, where the little glove compartment is, what I call a glove, I put some little bits and pieces what I had left over and stuff like that she might want to play with, or there's a couple of embossed bits and some of the bits and paper that I had, and a couple of the things that I made of a name, Evie and stuff like that. I don't know what kids like. Sometimes kids like stuff like that, I don't know. Anyway, if she doesn't want it, she can throw it away. And yeah, so that's it. And there's a good 40 odd pages in there anyway. And it's on 160 GSM card, so it's pretty stiff card. It's not over stiff. It's not as stiff as what you buy in the shops, but it's pretty stiff. And it'll take things to stick on it and stuff like that. So it is card. So that's it. That's it done. And I haven't done anything on the back. I haven't. The back is just plain. I've got a little tag on the back to Evie. And yeah, that's it. It's a big book. It's quite a big thing. I don't know if she wants to take it to school and do things with it and put her bits and pieces in, but I hope she has some fun with it, and I hope it doesn't fall apart on her or anything like that. But it is a bit firmer on the outside. She'll have to take a little bit of care on the outside, or they will drop off. But I suppose her dad can glue it back again if it falls off. I'm new at this. I've never done one before, so I'm not too switched on about doing these super duper things. I usually just make books and things, but yeah. Yeah, it's quite feminine. It's quite a feminine thing. and there's a name, Evie, and I put a little bit of thing on it. I haven't got into the embossing stage yet, but when I do, I'll be able to do things a little bit better. But it won't do for this book, I'm very sorry. It won't do. You won't be able to do it. I put some gloss around the edges of the thing and bits and pieces to make it shine and that. I've done my best anyway. I haven't. I hope I haven't offended anybody or whatever. Anyway, I'm sure I'll hear from Ted if it's not right. He'll probably sack me. Okay, well I'll stop there. That's my last little bit of the episode. I enjoyed making it in a way. It's something that was new, it was different, and something I've never made before. And I've made all sorts of books now on volumes and things. The only thing I haven't made is a photography album, but they're not. They're a little bit awkward to make, but I haven't made one because there's no real interest in it. I'll make things that people are interested in, but if they're not interested, I won't. I don't tend to bother. So that's me Book of Shadows, or what did she call it? Memory book. It's a memory book. Yeah, it's a memory book of shadows in America and a memory book in the UK. And I call them scrapbooks because I'm like that. Anyway, I'll stop there, and I hope you enjoyed my little video. I know Ted will if he's still awake. I'll stop there.